Solemen started in 2011. I went to Shanghai, where I used to live, and a friend of mine was walking around without his shoes on, raising money for libraries for poor children. And I came back to Bali, and I thought, that's a nice quirky idea. I kind of like that. Took off my shoes and was chatting with Beat, a friend of mine, and I said, let's start a charity here in Bali. I vowed that I would go barefoot until I'd raised $1 million. I'm probably going to be walking barefoot into my next lifetime. We started an outreach program. This started when I met Sarah Chapman, who'd been a nurse for 28 years in England. Sarah Chapman and I were operating Solemen for about 2.5 years and paying for everything out of our own pockets. And really the work was 7 days a week, 24/7. It was extremely long hours, all the time, and full on. Now, thank goodness, we are blessed with the most wonderful team of dedicated people who are reliable and just a joy to work with. We have a mixture of volunteers and some full-time staff now. You'll see here today we have got the most wonderful event here, and as you can see, we've had the most joyous day. You know, most of these children have never been in a swimming pool. They certainly have never seen a house like this, and we try and take the children out at least once a month for swimming, and we try and do this all the time to bring some joy, some life, some fun into their lives. So it's not all about running out to the villages and caring, and it's raising the quality of their lives as well, giving them memories, giving them wonderful memories. The kids will remember this day for a long, long time. You can see it on their faces when they go in the pool. It's just wonderful. So we don't just patch things up and say goodbye. We actually keep going, we monitor, and kids kind of become almost like family. You know, when we first meet a child or a family who are in desperate need of help, and then we see what we've managed to do after a period of time, that joy on their faces, that smile, is why I do this, why we do this. To make this sustainable, we really, really need funding. We need sustainable funding, and we need more people out on the road, more people out in the villages every day, more therapists, our own doctors, so that we don't have to rely on outside doctors. We need medical supplies, dressings. We need money for funding our permaculture gardens, supplying of nutritional food, clothing. There's a whole plethora of things that we need, and this can only happen with your help. It really can. Our philosophy is a little bit like the starfish story. There's a little girl on the beach, and there's thousands of starfish, and she's picking them up one by one and throwing them back in the sea. And a man is walking down the beach, and he sees her doing this, and he comes up to her and says, you know, you're wasting your time. There's far too many of them. You're not making a difference. And she picks one up, she throws it in the sea, and she turns around and said it made a difference to that one. That's what the Solemen do.
I think my God send me people in Saras Solemen for helping them, and I said thank you so much.
Please help Solemen. We really need your help. Please help Solemen.
Please help Solemen.
Please help Solemen.